Okay, let's try Color Block Jam by Rollic Games. I have no idea how this game works. This is level 1 and I'm just trying from 0. Obviously have to push a certain colored block towards the gate of that color. There's probably going to be commercials. If there are going to be commercials, I am going to cut them out, because nobody wants to see the commercial, but that's how the game works so far. Obviously the levels are going to get much more complicated, because when I downloaded it, I saw from the video that there were really convoluted boards, and I would assume that it will also happen at some point, that there's a limited amount of steps maybe that you can take, because otherwise I don't think that it is very challenging. Oh, it already wants me to rate it. That's a bit early, isn't it? Haven't even really gotten a hang of the game. I don't like when they push the rating so early. He's like, give us 5 stars. Hello, I'm on level 4. And they're basic levels. Okay, so far, very, very easy. You have unlocked the freeze timer. Freeze time for 10 seconds. Okay, I did not even notice that there was a timer. Of course, there is a timer up here. But at the moment, because levels are so small, so low, they are still so easy. So I'd say that on the first levels, you probably never ever need the timer. So that's what it is. There is a timer rather than an actual amount of steps, even though who knows what comes afterwards. Oops, that went the wrong way. You have unlocked the arrow block. Moves only in given direction. Ooh, that is going to cause some trouble, I'd say. Okay, so that was arrow block. Next, let's go for these dark blue ones and move them out of the way. Then the orange ones. Oh ho ho, this one. But if this one only moves certain way, okay. So there's no point bringing it down, because as you can see, it wouldn't go through there, because the right part of it is in the red. So I have to get these ones here out of the way, and the yellow one as well, so that it can go up, because there's a gate of purple color there as well. Booster unlocked. You have unlocked the rocket. Clear selected single block. Okay, it will probably prompt me to use it, and I was correct. So let's go for, okay, just one block. Good to know. So let's see how hard the levels are getting now, and if it is challenging enough to actually be interesting. At the moment, so. Can't complain either. So on these levels now, you actually have to look a little bit. It isn't as easy anymore to just push them towards the gate of certain color, but there's actually a little bit thinking needed. Like for example with this red one, it would be great to go up there in the left hand corner and push it out, but you can't, because it only moves left and right, which means that this blue one here needs to go out of the way before this red one can go out of its gate. Okay, so let's see now. Actually, I have to think here. Okay, let's move this one out of the way, and this one, and then we can move this one away. Big chunk gone, and now it should be easy. And that is level 8 complete. So with these kind of videos, I kind of just want to have a look what games are about, how they work, are they interesting, all this kind of thing. So yeah. Okay, at the moment here now, it's gonna get a little bit tougher because everything is blocking something. I would say move this one out of the way. Okay, maybe not. Can't do this one either. You might already see the solution. I do not. Okay, maybe not as easy as I thought it would be. Blue ones go down there, too big. Green one only moves left, so I would have to get this one out of the way and this one out of the way to have this one moved there, which at the moment does not seem possible, but it has to be. So red one, can't move red one up there before other ones are gone. Purple ones, can't move them before this one here is gone. And the blue ones have similar issue. Okay, this is interesting. Actually, can I use the rocket to move one block? Oh, but that's only one block, so then I would have to really think what block. Let's say I move this one. Just because I had the rocket. Maybe it was actually not doable without it. If you saw the solution though, let me know, because you obviously grasped this game better than I did. Now everything can be moving. So something really tells me that this was actually not doable without using the rocket. Maybe it was just to teach how game works and to remind you to use the boosters. And of course then in the future push you towards buying the boosters. Okay, now that's done. Level 9. Okay, level 10. Let's see how this one will go. This one seems a little easier straight away. Maybe they don't want to push you to use rockets yet. Well, I don't even have a rocket, so they can't really push me to, unless they push me to buy something, but that would be illogical to do that at that early stage of the game. So time 140 for level 11 and no boosters. No boosters. Let's see how that one will go. One gone. That helps big time. Okay, this one can only move left and right. Therefore, let's see if something else can be moved. Move this one out of the way, and that can go there. Okay, that seems pretty doable now. It's only the time that might run out, so I actually have to move myself. Okay, that was a bad idea, but now I just have to move faster. Yep, pretty doable now. Everything is starting to get cleared out. Yep, and that's level 11 done. Not rocket science, but takes a moment sometimes to get your head around it. Next booster. You have unlocked the hammer, clears one block or removes one layer of any obstacle. We will see what that means. The whole block, so that's very useful if there's a massive block that is on the way of everything. And that seemed to make it very easy now. So that's how this game works. Of course, there are probably different boosters and things that are coming into play much later in the game. No, this can't happen. Let's see. That one can go first, then this one. Okay, and now it's becoming much easier again. Let's see. As the board clears and main big pieces get moved out, it really becomes very easy. So I'm guessing that trouble can be sometimes moving the first big piece out of the way and getting rid of it. Okie dokie, it's time for the next level, level 14. And as I said, looks like it's getting a little bit harder, but not impossible. The hardest part seems to be to figure out the first moves and what would be the first block that you can bring through the gate. Once that's figured out, it seems doable. Okay. First small tiny bit is through anyway. And that did not help a lot. Okay, that did not help at all. I don't know what I was thinking. Let's put them back where they were and think some other way. Okay, that seems to be doable now. Yep. And now it will be easy because there's so much room now. Level 14 complete. And there's another booster, the layer block. Outer layer should be taken out first. What? Wait, what? That's not booster. Okay, well, we will see what that means. Okay, looks like from level 15 real game starts because finally I have an avatar. There's also a game store as usual. So shopping mall has coins for real money, bundles, the usual thing. Don't know what opens with level 50 in the bottom right hand corner. Something anyway. Probably something like teams or teams would be cool. But yeah, probably something like that. Who knows? So you can buy boosters and something unlocks at level 70. Okay, and these boosters also open on level 19 and 22, so I can't use any of them. And let's see, what does it mean, that outer layer of the block? Okay, so that means that, for example, if the block has two colors, like this one here, I just half accidentally used up the, actually this does not look like outer level of the block, but anyways, the one that seems to be overlapping the rest of the block. So in this case here, the orange should go first. Nope. Okay then. How did yellow go from top of this down first then? Who knows? We will figure it out. Okay, so it is the outer layer. So for example, this one here, dark green should go first. Again, that is not as hard as I thought it would be. I am not going to play the double coin video at the moment, but normally I would. Okay, so now this time it is really another booster. Color vacuum. Clears all the blocks of selected color. Well, that's handy. Which ones are we going to get rid of? Let's get rid of red ones. That seems to make things easy peasy. Let's just take these ones out of the way, and all the yellow ones can go. And that is level 16 done. Oh yeah, I actually haven't paid any attention to the time. But this time there is 47 seconds remaining, not too bad. Seems like time does not start straight away, because I have been staring at it for a little bit. Maybe it's as soon as I click a button that the time starts when I click something. So if I just stay looking at the thing like that, it does not seem to kill my time. So I can actually think about my first move before I make the move and start the timer. That's good. And I still don't have a clue what to do with it. Aha! That makes things considerably easier, I think. Okay, that did not help again. And that did not help. Somehow I have to get them out of the way to get rid of either this one here or this one, and neither of them work at the moment. Let's try this way. Okay, and now it should be easily doable. Okay, or easily enough. That's level 17 done. Not too much time remaining. 24 seconds.